Hi everyone, today I have a very special guest, the man himself, AJ Rudeboy, as you may know him. Or you could also have heard me talk about him as Alex, my fiance. Say hi.
Hey.
We are going to tell today our engagement story of how we got engaged, because I know we've got a lot of questions about that. You're all curious how it all happened. And now that I finally have my ring, which I got for Christmas, we can tell you the full story of everything involved in that. And we will be kind of chronicling our wedding planning process for you. So if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below about which vendors you're having trouble finding, what tips you need, what different tricks we can help you find in that process. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of those videos. So without further ado, Alexander, you proposed to me at the Grand Canyon, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you always know you were going to do it there, or was that, I mean, we had discussed a lot of different places for our trip. So how did you manipulate me to go to the Grand Canyon?
Well, basically we were taking a trip across the country from Georgia to San Diego. And so we just decided on a place that would be great for a vacation in between.
Mm-hmm.
And the Grand Canyon came up, and I thought it would be really special and private and unique.
Mm-hmm.
And just really a perfect setting for us.
Yeah, but I didn't know, we discussed so many places. I did not know that's where you wanted me to choose. You didn't make it obvious at all.
Right.
So how did you do that?
I'm just a sly devil.
That's true. Okay, and I told my dad like 2 months before this trip that I thought he was going to propose on this trip, and my dad totally knew about it, and he said, no, that's not going to happen. I don't think Alex would do that. So everyone was involved in this entire, scheme.
Yep.
So when did you ask my dad for permission?
So I had a phone call with your parents, and we talked through it, and I let them know how special you were to me, and how we've been kind of planning this for a long time, and I wanted to make it official. And I think I did ask them, but they kind of said, you don't need to ask us permission, obviously, because I'm so perfect. So.
They love him. Like the first time they met him, we were dropping my parents off at the airport, and they like both individually hugged me and were like, we love him. And they both said that to me, like whispered in my ear as they were hugging me. Mm-hmm. So I think they wanted you to propose.
Yeah.
And what about your parents?
And my parents, I actually told my mom and dad before I told your parents.
Okay.
But I had to tell them, don't tell anyone, because I haven't talked to your parents yet. So, just over the phone, because now we've been living in Denver, so we're not near either of our parents. So I just got on the phone with them on the way home from work one day and said, hey, I've got some really big, exciting news for you. And they were super excited.
They were pumped because I'm perfect.
They were screaming through the phone, so they were very happy.
Yeah, okay, so I'll set the scene. We went to Georgia for my best friend's wedding, and then we flew into Vegas and drove to the Grand Canyon for a few days, and then we were going to drive to Palm Springs for one night with his parents, and then to San Diego for another friend's wedding. So it was a lot. We were seeing basically everyone we know, everyone we've ever met in our whole lives.
Yeah.
But we were in Grand Canyon, and he suggested this glamping area. Tell us about the glamping.
So glamping. It's the closest thing I can get Laney to do to camping.
Yeah.
So,
it's a mix of both worlds.
But it was nice. It was like a safari tent with wooden floors, canvas tent and everything. We had a wood-burning stove to keep us warm, which was a real struggle.
It was supposed to last all night, but it kept not lasting all night, and it was like 30 degrees. So I didn't get out of bed to fix it once. He kept doing it. But we ended up buying these little like Grand Canyon beanies. We should have worn them for this video.
Engagement beanies.
And we call them our engagement beanies. Okay, we went and got our engagement beanies just for you guys. Very important. So Alex was constantly stoking the fire to keep me warm. And when we got there, they said there was a meteor shower that night. They said it started at midnight, and we were so tired. And it was like 8:30, and I was like, we're going to bed. And Alex made me go outside and look for the meteors, but I didn't think we'd see any because it was still so early. But guess what?
What? We saw at least 5 or 10 meteors or shooting stars
I never seen
first
any in my
5
whole
minutes,
life, so it was like super romantic.
It was a sign. It was very romantic. We couldn't have asked for anything more perfect.
Yeah. So once you see my wedding invitations, we have little like stars and moons on them, kind of based on this. Okay, so the next morning we were gonna go hiking in the Grand Canyon.
Woke up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Well, were you nervous?
Oh yeah, super nervous.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then from my perspective, I woke up, put on my hiking gear, was not looking cute, had not slept super well because it was so cold that night, was brushing my teeth. And then from your perspective, how did the morning?
From my perspective, I was up early, stoking the fire, and I had planned to propose on our hike, but then I just kind of decided spur of the moment that I was going to do it then and there. So we woke up, Laney was brushing her teeth, went into the other little part of the cabin thingy, and I went into my backpack, got the ring, and went outside the front of the tent, which was beautiful, by the way. It's overlooking this nice desert scape. We have a little porch with a
I'll
porch
show pictures.
swing, and
I'm putting pictures on the video right now.
yeah, right here.
Or here. I don't know.
And yeah, so I just got you to come out there.
Because he yelled like,
oh yeah,
you have to come see this, hurry up. And I thought it was like, I don't know, an elk or an antelope or I don't know. I thought it was like some cool wildlife. Maybe a dog. We love dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I came out, I had my toothbrush in my mouth. Was barefoot, the whole deal. And he's just like down on the ground with a ring. And he said a lot of nice things and that I had to make him repeat later because I blacked it all out. And I just kept screaming, I was just brushing my teeth. So I'm sure that was exactly how you pictured that.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's kind of it. We went on a hike, and then we were going to see his parents in Palm Springs, and we ended up the next day, and we ended up, he had talked to my parents and had them fly out too, so we got to have like a celebratory dinner, and really just, and then we got to go to San Diego and celebrate some of our best friends' weddings and look at some wedding venues, which is, we are actually getting married in San Diego, so it's exciting. And you guys have seen several different rings, so just to clarify that.
This is the one.
This is the one. He proposed with my mom's ring that she guaranteed him would fit, but she was quite wrong, and I have like giant knuckles, so I couldn't get it on. So then we drove into Flagstaff and found like the perfect yellow topaz ring that I've been wearing for the last couple months, and then while we had this one custom designed because Alex knew that I would want to do something like kind of unique and different, and I'll have to write a whole blog post or something about my ring and the whole experience of working with Abby Sparks Jewelry in Denver because they were just super amazing. But it's just been so fun. So that's anything else about our engagement? Are you excited?
Super excited, yeah.
How about wedding planning?
Springtime. Wedding planning has been great. I've basically
June 26th.
Yeah.
Summer.
Summertime. I've basically done all the wedding planning for us as a couple. So
my favorite part was the calligraphy you did.
I picked out the
on the wedding
color scheme. I picked out the dress. He
picked out his dress.
All the flowers.
He didn't pick out my dress.
And yeah, it's gonna be really, really nice.
We're wearing these beanies at the wedding, I think.
These are actually our colors for the wedding.
Oh yeah, fuchsia and black.
Beautiful.
Well, thanks everyone for joining in, and if you want to stay tuned for the rest of our wedding planning process, I will be doing some videos. If Alex hasn't been too traumatized by this one, I might get him back on. We'll see. I think you did a pretty good job. So let us know in the comments, A, if you want to see more of AJ Rude Boy, B, what questions you have about wedding planning, and C, if you liked this video or enjoyed hearing our engagement story. We'd love to hear yours, and we'd love it if you follow along on our channel. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, y'all.